off the 4 wheels and get with the 2. This is Ride. I'm playing the PlayStation 4 version. You can also get this on a bunch of other game systems. It's a motorcycle racing game like Gran Turismo or Forza with bikes. And you know what that means. More crashing and falling and burning. Why is the game called Ride? Actually, that's a really boring title. So many driving games have this problem now, like Drive Club, Project Cars, and Ride. Ride. What are we riding? Horses? Dragons? The wave of discontent? I think something has to be done to stop these boring game titles, because it's not a bad game, but it sure as hell sounds like one. The replays look outstanding and the gameplay is arcade-style motorcycle racing. While I'm not much of a bike guy, I've never even ridden a real motorcycle. I'd probably kill myself. I enjoy a good driving game and like this one because it's totally different than a car racing game. I always brake late, which does not seem to work terribly well on a motorcycle, as I've found out several thousand times. Instead of just flying into a turn and slamming on the brakes, you have to approach each turn leaning into it, preparing ahead of time. So track memorization is definitely helpful here, and I love the track selection in Ride. They do a really nice job with that. Good tracks. Reminds me a lot of Gran Turismo, to be honest. The whole layout of the game feels like Gran Turismo, and that's not a bad thing. You bike nuts should love it because there's a lot of motorcycles to choose from. Sadly, none of them have sidecars with miniguns, like the one from G.I. Joe. There's the severe lack of chains and baseball bats in this game. If you're gonna have motorcycles, it should have some vehicular combat like Road Rash, the ultimate motorcycle racing game. Nice Ninja Turtle reference. Most of the time I play racing games, they have cars, trucks, or space sleds with lasers, like Wipeout or something. And I gotta tell you, this game grew on me. It's pretty good. And I would assume the die-hard motorcycle video game racing fans probably already know about it. For the rest of you, if you think it looks good, have reasonable expectations and check it out. The layout and structure of the game is familiar if you've played any other console arcade-style racing simulators, like Gran Turismo, for example. I keep bringing up Gran Turismo because Ride has a similar obsession with motorcycles that GT seems to have with cars. However, the loading screens take forever. At least they give you something to read, but these are really way too long these days. Thankfully, after your loading screen, you won't be disappointed. I think the gameplay is pretty good. It seems to run smoothly enough, but doesn't feel like it has quite the budget of the absolute top-tier racing games that everybody seems to compare every single other game to anymore. Motorcycle racing games probably don't sell nearly as many copies as Forza, so I'd say the developers did a good job. It feels a lot like the Moto GP series. No surprise considering it is the same developer and publisher. Alright, now I had to knock that guy off his bike with my bike. Had these developers played more Road Rash, they would know something like a hockey stick or chainsaw would be more effective at eliminating the competition. Also, motorcycles are perfect for front-mounted machine guns. Everybody knows that. Safety first. When you crash and fall off your bike, you blink and get back on, magically. Light cycles from Tron, anyone? The electric bikes sound pretty neat. In fact, I think all the sounds in the game are pretty good. I even like the menu music, especially this tune. Good job, menu music people. I named my character Ethel, after Ethel the cyborg ninja, shamelessly plugging my new comic book. And you know what Ethel's favorite bike is? The BMW in this game is awesome. All of the bikes look incredible. I don't really know all that much about motorcycles, but there seems to be an awful lot of them. Many different styles of motorcycles, many different years. And brands that I've heard of, like Yamaha, Kawasaki, Ducati, but no El Camino. After you purchase a new motorcycle, sit back and relax, because the game will indulge you with a bit of bike porn. This has pretty much everything I expect from a good modern racing game, and frankly there's not that many motorcycle games to choose from. Since I don't know a damn thing about riding motorcycles, I'm playing with all of the assists on. You can turn them off as well, and then you go flying off your bike and explode and die. This game could have used more inspiration from Road Rash, but I always say that about really any driving game. I mean, how do you get better than Road Rash? By maybe adding more Soundgarden? Until then, it's Ride! This review has been approved by Ethel the Cyborg Ninja and Lord Carnage.